All right, guys, you got this. Let's go. Gun like triple E. Close. Let's go. On one. On one.
Ready?
Ready.
What's up, guys? It's Pick'em with HuddleGG, and EA is starting to roll out the Madden 25 Rookie Premier cards, and we're going to rank them here to maybe help you make that decision on which card to go with. Now, I do want to preface this by saying all 8 of these cards are solid and can be a good option depending on your scheme and team needs. So if we have a player ranked lower in this list, it doesn't mean it's a bad card at all. We just believe that others are better universal fits. So that being said, let's dive into our number 8 player, and that's going to be Dallas Turner, the outside linebacker for Minnesota. And the reason we have him at number 8 is he just doesn't have much that stands out on the screen here. You can see he does have this 86 acceleration, which is going to help him get off the ball pretty quickly. 84 strength is solid for an outside linebacker, and this 85 block shed is solid as well. If his power move was to the 85 threshold, or maybe finesse was also in the 80s, we maybe would have moved him up a couple spots. But because of that, we do have him at our number 8. Again, still can be a solid card if you need this for your team, but he is going to be the number 8 player on our list. That's going to move us to our number 7 pick, and that is going to be the running back, Jonathan Brooks. Now, this card does have potential because of this 86 spin rating. Okay, so the spin move is the best skill move right now in Madden. Chris Johnson is the best running back because of that. He does have higher speed than Brooks, and he does have the evasive X factor that you can start with the game on. So he is going to be a better option than Brooks, but Brooks is a solid player. He does have a good carry rating here. This is one of the higher carry ratings right now for running backs in the game. So with a good carry rating, a good spin move, and good acceleration and agility, this is definitely a viable running back to put on your squad. That's going to lead us to number 6, which is going to be left end Brandon Fiske. And if I do mispronounce any of these names, I do apologize. Fiske is going to be a really good interior lineman for you, okay? He is listed as a defensive end. I would either play him at defensive tackle, or if you're in a 3-4 scheme, you could put him at defensive end there. I really wouldn't use him much as an edge rusher because of his speed here only being at 78, and his agility and change of direction to get around that edge are not very high, but his acceleration is solid. You can see he has good strength here as an interior lineman. Power moves is past that 85 number, so we get this 86 power move, which is really solid, and you can see his tackle, hit power, and pursuit are all over that 85 number. This is a very good interior lineman, also good size, right at about that 300-pound mark. Now, number 5 is going to be the safety from New York. It's going to be Tyler Nubin. Now, the only real gripe I have about this card is his speed. If it was one higher, I think I would have moved him up a little bit higher on my list. But this can be a card that you can play at safety, or you can play him as a user as well in the box, because he does have this good change of direction and acceleration. And he is 6'2", so he has some decent height to him. He's not slow by any means, right? 84 is not slow, but there are a few faster safety options available for us. The other thing I really like about this card, though, is he does have 85 zone coverage, and his man coverage is in the 80s. This is really good coverage ratings for a safety where he can do both. If you're playing man or zone, he's going to fit and he's going to be solid. And he also has a good tackle rating down here. And if you peek down to the bottom right with the traits, he has the clutch trait, the big hitter trait. Both of those are very positive and effective as well. So again, very, very good card here at safety and a sneaky pick. Now, at number 4, we're going to go with Rome Odunze, the receiver from the Bears. This card is a very solid receiver, and one reason why we need him higher on the list is because receiver is a position where you need at least 3 of them, right? You're going to need 3 receivers to be effective, so you need a lot of depth here. He may not be the best receiver in the entire game, but he is a very good receiver, and because you need depth at that position, he is a pretty important player here. He is going to be 6'3", so you're going to get good height here with him. He has solid speed. I believe this is the second fastest in the game right now. There are a few who have 86, but 85 is really good, especially at that height. He is going to reach 85 in short route running. He has good medium route running as well, and he does get over 80 in deep. So he has 80 at least in all of the route runnings with that 85 in the short route running. And you can see down here he has 85 change of direction as well. Ball carrier vision is not very important, especially if you're using him, which you will be once you catch the ball. But good change of direction, solid route runner, and good speed and acceleration here at a good height at 6'3". So again, a good receiver to add depth to your lineup. And that's going to lead us to number 3, which is going to be Jaden Daniels, the quarterback from Washington. He is going to be the fastest quarterback in the game right now. There's not a lot to complain about this card. The only thing he's lacking a little bit versus the top quarterback, which I believe is Josh Allen right now, is that throw power. So Josh Allen's going to have, I believe, 3 or 4 points here on the throw power rating. But you can see Jaden Daniels does get at least 80 in all of the accuracy. None of them get to 85, which is a little bit unfortunate. That could have moved him up a little bit more on this list. He does have an 86 juke, which is solid. But again, this 84 speed, 85 excel is what really makes this card pop. And at 6'4", he's going to be faster than Lamar Jackson. I believe Lamar has 81 speed, so he's actually a decent bit faster. Josh Allen's around 80 speed. So again, the fastest quarterback in the game. Solid throw power with some good accuracies. Again, nothing great here in the passing, but good enough to make those throws down the field with the speed that you get with that card. That is going to go to number 2 now, which is going to be J.C. Latham, the left tackle. This may be an unpopular pick, but I'm telling you, this is the best left tackle in the game, in my opinion. He has really good strength for the position at 85. He has really good run block, pass block, all the finesse, all the powers, the lead block, the impact block. The only thing really that he doesn't have good is awareness, right? His awareness is only 75, but if you have a center who has good awareness, that should take away your least awareness offensive lineman. So if you have a center that has a really good awareness rating, that will cancel out your worst rated offensive lineman awareness-wise. So you could cancel that out by getting a good center, but he is fast for the position, which will allow him to get out to blitzing DBs. It's going to allow him, if he's ever on a pulling block in the run game or even getting to that second level, he is one of the fastest, if not the fastest left tackles in the game, with good strength and good blocking at every area of the field. So again, I believe this is the best left tackle in the game, which is why he is so high up on my list. And then the number 1 card we have is going to be the Terion Arnold, cornerback from Detroit. This is another position where you need depth, right? Similar to what we talked about with Roma Dunze at receiver. You're going to need depth at the cornerback position. He's probably not the best cornerback in the entire game, but he is good enough to make your top 3. He has 85 speed, which I believe is second fastest as well. There are a couple who have 86, but 85 is a really good speed. 85 excel. He does get to 85 man and 85 press with an 80 zone. So he gets to 85 in both man and press, plus he gets that 80 zone, so he still can be a solid zone defender. But he is obviously predicated more to a man coverage defender. So if you're playing man coverage, he's going to fit perfect. But if you're playing zone, I think he still can fit in well on your team. And he is 6 foot tall, which is a solid height for a cornerback. So again, just an overall good card at a position that really needs depth. So that's why we have him as number 1 here on our Rookie Premier rankings. Again, these are all good cards. I think EA really did a good job with the updates on the attributes to make all of these cards viable and make them able to be used, again, if you do need this specific position on your team or scheme. Again, really appreciate you guys hanging out and listening to this, and let us know in the comments what you guys think. Who's your favorite pick? Which ones are you going to go with? And again, do you think that they could have did a little bit better on any of these cards? Again, let us know. Appreciate you guys. Have a great day.